we mute everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jordan, you're gonna have to unmute. But so I asked Jordan. Granted, we're almost to the middle of the month, but I feel like sometimes we get so blinded, especially with all of the exciting things coming up at the end of this month, that all we do is we're focusing on Black Friday, or maybe even worse, we're stalled out and not working yet. And that we can't do that, right? We got to be working and creating that list and creating those people and having those conversations. So since Jordan is leading straight from the front, like right in the front of the pack, I wanted to get on here and interview her, kind of, right? And have her give you guys some really strong tips to where you're making money today and tomorrow, and we're not waiting until Saturday for, the day after Black Friday for that big deposit to be our check from all of our new customers. Okay? Does that sound good? Yes? Everyone's excited? Okay, Jordan.
Yeah.
Hi, honey. I love your hair.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so tell us, give us a little bit about what your new month routine is. How do you
when the month starts over?
Yeah, how do you get the month rolling to where you never have zero in your customer pod?
Okay. Well, I did a training on, actually a couple. I was talking to one of the girls on my team. Hi, everyone. I'm Jordan. So for anyone who doesn't know, I've been on this team since March, right? And I used to be in another company, but this company is legit. Like, if you guys are new, if you've ever been in this industry before, like in a different company, you really struck gold. If this is your first company, you're very lucky, okay? Because I researched so hard to find this company. It's the best that exists, hands down. But so one of the things I love about it is our customer referral program. Like, you do not see what we have anywhere, because when our customer signs up, even if they create a free freaking account, you guys, they get their own customer referral link. And when people order through that link, they get $10 for every person that orders and free product credit towards their future purchases. And if they have already ordered, right, and they have a smart ship set up, they've spent $50, they get 25% back off of anyone's order that orders through their customer link. I don't know about you guys, but when I heard that, I was like, what? Oh my God, like, that is so freaking crazy, because it incentivizes our customers to share this, which is a very easy way to lead into sharing the business opportunity with people, because they realize how easy this is. I could go on about it all day, and I have done a couple trainings about it, so I'm not going to get too deep into that, but you should definitely watch some of the referral post trainings. But so when I set someone up as a customer, I personally set them up, and I go over that in that training, and I get them set up on a smart ship every single time. So going into the month, I always have orders that are from smart ships that are rerunning. But I think, and Randy Anderson talks about this as well, but I do the same thing, is you have to coach your customers. Like, you have to say, when you are signing someone up as a customer, you are also going to get me for free as your coach. And I'm going to help you every step of the way with reaching your goals, right? With learning to do this in a way that doesn't suck, because the diet industry lies and tells you that you have to starve yourself or you can never have a cookie, and that's not true. So I need you to reach out to me if you struggle, like if you're having a bad day or anything. Use me. I will not know if you don't like something. I will not know unless you tell me, so reach out. So when people reach out, then I do everything I can to provide value to help them through their struggles, right? Like, that can make such a big difference in whether or not someone wants to stay. And I also try and make sure that I'm always, like, I tell someone right after they order, I'm like, hey, send me a message when your stuff comes, right? Because I want to make sure you know how to use it. I have some tips and tricks for you to make sure you get the best possible results. You're going to want to hear these. So message me when it comes. And everyone always does, because I make it like, you got to know, right? So then they have to come back to me and say, hey, my stuff came. And then when they message me, I'm like, hey, I was just actually talking about all this with Kelly Waldeck. Customer onboarding type of process. I want to put a resource together for you guys, because it's so important. It makes all the difference in the world when it comes to retaining customers, that you make them feel like they're getting value and you're coaching them and helping them as much as you can. And then, of course, there's unicorn customers that just stay forever and do everything the way they're supposed to. But a lot of people really want to feel like there's a connection. You care about them. It's more than just you took their money and never talked to them again. It's so, so important that we don't do that or be those people. So anyway, they message you when their stuff comes, and I'm like, okay, perfect. We have little pre-made graphics, if you guys need those, that explain how to use different systems. Like, hey, here's how you use trim. Make sure you keep it in the fridge, blah, blah, blah. So I'll send them their graphic for whatever they got. And I will like send a little voice message like, I'm super excited for you. Let's talk about how we're going to track progress. And I always say right away, we're not using the scale. Just don't throw it away. Put it in the closet. We're going to track progress with progress pictures and measurements. So do me a favor and take the 4 pictures in minimal clothing and good lighting from the front, back, and side, and do measurements of your bust, waist, and hips. So that's setting a precedent right away, because I think that's important. Like, as a company, we focus a lot on, body composition and making changes to the shape of your body rather than the scale. And as a trainer and nutritionist, I hate the scale. Like, that's a whole other conversation. I hate it. So anyway, that sets the tone for people so that they're tracking progress in the right way. They feel like they have you to help them every step of the way. And then a really big suggestion, if you guys aren't doing this, is every single time you get a customer, open up a note in your phone, or you can do whatever is easy, but it's just always there. I open up a note in my phone and I put the name of the customer in order of date, right? Who they were referred by in parentheses, what they ordered, and then the date that they ordered. So then as the month is going, I'm going to make sure that like a couple weeks before people are going to be getting their new stuff, I'm following up with people again. So does that make sense? Like, it's just so easy to have it all organized like that. And it's like a systematic thing where you can do a few a day, depending on how many customers you have. Like, maybe it's like 10 to 20 a day. Maybe it's like 3 to 4 people you're following up with a day. But yeah, so that's what I do. I have 0 notes for this one, so I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth.
I think you're great. No, you're doing great.
That's good, everyone. That's good.
Okay,
I always plan.
Yeah, well, I asked her like literally last minute today, and she was like, and I was like, it'll be okay. It's just gonna be a conversation. She's like, okay, fine. Okay, so tell us your favorite way to get out. I guess my question is, do you strictly do referrals, or is there another way that you like to get new customers?
Referrals are the easiest. I mean, they're the easiest to teach. They're the easiest to do. So, I mean, it's okay. Like one of my marketers, Katie, you guys know her, she's awesome. In our old company, we focus so much on the list of potentials, right? And like, you make this list of, we called it a hundreds list. You make this list of 100 people, you reach out to them. There's nothing wrong with reaching out to people. And I do that. And we do it in the right way, right? And especially when you're first getting started, it's so important to do that. But I have allergies, by the way. I might cough at you in your faces. But anyway, so it's important to do that for sure. But referral posts, I just love them because, like, even if you already have customers, one of my favorite things to do is, if I'm like, what do? I don't know where to start to get things moving, going through my customers list and reaching out to them. And like, if you get a good testimony, if they're like, oh yeah, I lost a couple inches, my pants are fitting better, I say immediately, oh my God, let's do a post. Like, even if they've already posted, right? And then I'll be like, I will type up a little post. I'll be like, can you do me a favor, take a selfie with a tablespoon of trim and just whatever. And they'll take it, and I'll just type up a post that be like, that says something like, oh my God, you guys, I was really skeptical about this waist trainer in a bottle, haha, and like a little eye rolling face. Be like, but I have lost a couple of inches and I'm super impressed. This is crazy. Hashtag buy belly fat, hashtag liquid collagen, right? And then tag you in it. It's so simple. People can relate to the skepticism, but that's what I do a lot whenever I get results. So I always start with my customer list, because they will want free products, so they could do a post to potentially get that if people want to order when they see their post and they're like, well, what is this? And there's a whole script for it in the group. So for anyone that needs that, like that's newer, we can get you that for sure. But that's my favorite way to do it. And then other than that, just like building relationships with people. Like, I know people talk about that a lot, but I'm really big on, like, Marcy, who you guys have seen just dominating the leaderboards, right? She's awesome. She came in last month and she was with another company when we first met. She commented on a referral post because she was skeptical of it. Because she was like, I remember Marcy was like, well, what is this? And what award did it win? Because I had commented that it like won an award, and like most effective weight loss supplement. And then I messaged her and she said, okay, please send article as promised. I was like, well, she is not interested, and she means business. So I sent it to her, and then we built a relationship, and I just talked to her about gym stuff. I didn't try and sell to her. I didn't try and do anything like that. And she eventually came to me and said, hey, so what supplements do you suggest? Blah, blah, blah. And that's how that started. So I'm really big on just building relationships with people and just being a good human. Like, if you go to your on this day posts and you know how on Facebook you can see your posts on this day. If you go, I go to that every single day. It's the first thing I do. And I go and look at my old posts and people commented. You can like reconnect with people. But also I scroll all the way to the bottom and I find my people I have friend anniversaries with and I go message them. And I'm like, dude, we have been friends 4 years today. That's crazy. It's also a good way to delete people. Like if you go to their page and they're really negative or they never post on Facebook, you know what I mean? If someone was like posting a bunch of like drama about their life, I'm like, okay, bye. Like if I don't have a close relationship with them, but it's a good way to take people out of your newsfeed you don't want in there. And it's a good way to reconnect with people you're friends with, you haven't talked to in a long time, and just start conversations. So every single day I do that. I'm just like, girlfriend, it's been forever. What the heck is new? I don't pitch them anything. I just reach out and talk to them. And that naturally ends up evolving. So you guys, there's little opportunity to bring it up where you're like, what's new? Like, what's your job now? Blah, blah, blah. And they ask you, right? They always are going to ask you back. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, I started this whole new business. It's been so fun. Also, I raised a tiny human. That's been dope. Like there's a whole lot going on. And a lot of times they ask, oh, what's your business? Like, what's your new thing? Like, blah, blah, blah. And then that's a great opportunity to be like, dude, it's awesome. You'd actually probably really like it. I can add you to a group that has more info about all the stuff and you can kind of stalk if you want. And then I will just like say something else. 9 times out of 10, they'll be like, yeah, sure, go ahead and add me. And then it's something they decided to do. So it's just like an easy things like that where you just start conversations with people and you look for it to naturally come up. It's a no pressure type of thing, just a part of the conversation and building relationships. So that's the other way I tend to do it. But my big thing is, you guys, just get people into the groups, like Simple Clean Results, the customer groups. Right now, my team has like a step-by-step thing that we're doing to prepare for Black Friday. And our first thing is just get everyone into the groups that you freaking can. So the $250 giveaway, the Amazon gift card giveaway, if you guys haven't done that, do that. Get a post up. There's literally a document that we can link somewhere, like wherever we post the Zoom recording. On the bottom, we can link the document I made that has step-by-step, a script that you use, how to do a post, all of the things right on there. That's just plug and play, and how to respond to comments, all of it. And then the goal is just literally, I always say, okay, all you have to do is accept an invite to my accountability group, right? And do a simple post, nothing spammy, sound good, to be entered. And they're like, yeah, and just get as many people in there as possible. So that's what we're trying to do right now. And then when Black Friday comes, you guys, we can just explode it. But you don't want to stop selling things now. You don't want to stop sharing the systems now. You don't want to stop like working now. I'm working so hard now because I know everything I put in now, come Black Friday, is going to explode. We're going to have a giant pre-order list, right? I want you guys to go into Black Friday knowing these are all the people I have that are going to order. I don't want you planning to reach out on Black Friday. No. We have a game plan step by step of like, we're going to do this and this table. And you want to have a pre-order list. So on Black Friday, when the system is crashing, when it's all like going to hell, you can go in, you already have your customers' accounts set up for them. You say, I'm going to do this for you. It will always sell out. The site is going to crash. So you're going to send me your info, or they can set up their account and then send their login info, right? And then you go in and put all of your customers' order in on Black Friday, but you want to be ready for that before that day, like the week leading up to it. That's what is all like preparation for that day. So don't think that you can just not do anything now and it will all explode on Black Friday. You have to be starting up those conversations again with people that are potentials. You have reach out to people and just say something so simple like, you know what, I actually have a script that I can read to you guys, but just reach out to people that are potentials that you've already talked to about the products or the business or any of that. And it's a perfect time to, because we're doing that $250 giveaway, use that. Literally, this is what my team has been sending people. Sorry, it's been a while since we last talked. If you say sorry in the beginning, people are more likely to open it. It's just psychology. I don't know why. And then you say, it's been so busy over here. I wanted to let you know that I'm doing a $250 Amazon gift card giveaway plus free product credits toward trying some of the goodness we talked about before. Would you want to be included? Right? And they'll be like, well, yeah, I want free stuff and $250 Amazon gift card. And then you just say, okay, cool. It's super simple. All you have to do, if they're already in the group, or you can say accept an invite to a group and do a simple post and tag me in it. Nothing spammy. Sound good. That's it. So that's what you guys need to be focused on right now, getting as many people in the group as possible and doing your like pre-VIP list, because then after that, like a week before, we'll start focusing on getting a VIP list of people that want to order, getting all of our pre-orders. and then we'll just blow it up. But you want to start those conversations now and get those relationships like going again. So you're not just coming at them out of nowhere. Go like their posts and comment on their posts and all those things.
All right, well, we have 10 minutes. This was not really a conversation, but.
Oh, look at that.
You killed it. She was like, I don't know how I'm going to fill out 30 minutes. Well, honey, you didn't need any help. If you guys have a question, ask it in the comment section or ask it in the chat. But while they're typing any questions that they may have, because I know that there's going to be a couple people that are like, can you repeat something because you talk so fast? And
I do. I can't help it.
I was sitting here trying to type because I type faster than I write. But anyways, Lauren just said, can you post scripts for peeps that missed it?
Yeah. Yeah, I have that copy and paste. I can post it in the comments.
Cool, perfect. Tell me real quick, what is your favorite way to grab new referrals when there is not an incentive like a gift card or something attached to it?
Well, okay, so it's the same, literally just if you have current customers, just reaching out to current customers, coaching them. So even if someone's struggling, then you can coach them through it and help them. Or let's say someone's like, oh, I haven't seen any results on the scale. I'm like, girlfriend, we're not using the scale. Have you taken new progress pictures? Have you done new measurements? And then maybe they take them. And I'm like, look at that. You can see. Then I'm like, we need to do a post and get you some free credits, right? Like it's just like helping them see the differences, like working with them a little bit. How have you been sleeping? How's your stress been? All of that. And then getting them to do a post. That's my favorite place to go, is to my current customers, because for one, you're loving on them. You guys, there's psychology behind it. Like people that have already ordered, they've already bought from you. That's a golden list of people, because they're 85% more likely to buy again than a new person is to buy. Like we all know it's a numbers game, and that most people, is it like 80 something percent, right? Order through the 5th through the 12th contact with them. And contacts can be, they see a post in Simple Clean Results. That group really helps. Contacts can be, you comment on one of their posts and they think about it again. Like contacts aren't always following up, like, do you want to buy stuff? And actually don't do that ever. But you know what I mean? It takes a while. So if you neglect your current customers, you are really missing out on people that want to continue buying, but just want to have that connection and relationship. So that's always where I start. Or I just go to my On This Day and I start up little conversations there. And sometimes you'll be like, oh my gosh, I feel like this is a little bit of a time suck. Like I'm going and messaging these people, but then you'll get momentum with it and it will start to actually turn into something where it turns into sales, where people are interested when they get added to the group. So
right.
Just know that it takes time, but it does work 100%.
One more thing before we run out of time. You and I talked not too long ago about how we overcomplicate the ATM system.
Yeah.
This is what I should have asked you from the very beginning.
Okay.
Will you put that in layman's terms? Will you tell people it's the 13th day of the month? What's your CP currently at?
Almost 5,000.
Okay, so she's almost Platinum 1, folks. She's going to blow right through Platinum 3 for Black Friday. I mean, she probably will do 10K in volume on that one day. And
my goal is 15,000.
Perf, even better. So here's my question for you. I need you to explain to people exactly how you close these sales by just using the ATM system.
Okay. I literally have a script that I can post, but I do the same thing every single time, you guys, every single time. Like if it's coming from a referral post, okay? I reply to their comment and then I message them, and this is all in the script, and I just message them, saying I'm whoever's friend who got this product. I would be happy to give you some more info. You have some goals, right? What are your goals? And if you feel like you don't get a good response with that, because I've heard people say, oh, I don't get a good response when I say, what are your goals? People ghost me. So instead you can say, hey, I'm whoever's friend who she heard about that product through or got that product through. I'd be happy to give you some more info. Do you mind if I add you to a group that has some customer testimonies and a bunch of info so you can stalk and see if it would be a good fit for you? And people are nosy. They're like, oh, yeah, that'd be great. I want to stalk it, right? So I'll be like, cool, accept my friend request really quick. I'll add you to the group. I add them to the group. And then, Kagan, I actually use your quiz a lot. It's good. Okay. And I told Amber we need to get it in the other group, and we're going to, because it's golden. It's just this really simple quiz, you guys. I say, okay, do me a favor and take this quiz and tell me which system you get. Just ask them a few questions and tells them which system would be best for them. And then they say, okay, you got lean body system. I say, perfect. And I tag them in the video about the system. And I say, start watching it 7 minutes and 30 seconds because that's where it talks about it. So they don't have to watch the whole thing because people have short attention span. I've noticed. Have you guys noticed that? So anyway, I tag them in that. And then I say, do you have a second to watch it now? It's about 7 minutes. I tag them a couple of testimonies that they would relate to most. They say yes. I say, great, I'll circle back. And then I circle back in like 15 minutes. I say, does that look like it would be a good fit for you? They say yes. I say, perfect. All we have to do is pick a flavor of trim. There's 4. I list them. Which one do you want? They say this one. I say, awesome. Do you have a second to get set up right now? And then we can chat next steps. We can do it right through Messenger. They say yes. I say, awesome. Here's the info I need. And sometimes I don't even ask for price. Sometimes they do and you can go over it. But every single time that's what I do. And not everyone will be ready to order right then. In fact, most people won't. But then they're in the group. So they're going to keep seeing the posts, right? You can keep building a relationship with them. You can follow up in a non-spammy butthole way, right? I always ask them how their day is going. I don't reach out about products first. I'm like, hey, girlfriend, how's your day been? After I go comment on a post or two. And then when there's a sale, you can reach out and you'd be like, oh my God, I got the Black Friday details early. Do you want the details? Or reach out with that $250 script that I will post in the comments. But yes, that's what I do every single time. I got a lot of things to post.
Yeah, sounds awesome. I hope you made a list. Okay, well, let me see. There's another question I was going to ask, and then I got really excited because you edified my script.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
But okay, guys, I hope you really understood what she's saying. She's telling you referral posts. If you're like, I don't know who to talk to, or I don't want to build a list, or I don't want to be cold messaging, you need to be doing referral posts then. Like, period. Like, that's what she's saying.
People come to you and raise their hand saying they're interested. That's super powerful.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's a warm funnel filler right there. Boom. They're coming in. They're hot. That's hot market.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's also telling you don't hold off for Black Friday. And I need to say that over and over again. Do not be waiting for people. Do not lure them into Black Friday. Keep Black Friday off of your timeline.
Yeah.
Right? You've got 15 days between now and Black Friday, and you're going to stall yourself out and not make a single penny. No daily pay. Your customers might even push their smart ship off, right? You're not going to do anything until Black Friday. Now, everybody likes a good deal, and we all like to share a good deal, right? But you can get somebody in today, tomorrow, the next day, whenever. They're going to order, and then you're going to say, hey, OMG, Black Friday's coming up. This is the special. Do you want to order your next month's supply? And someone's going to order again with you, right? Like, don't stall yourself out, and don't gyp your customer. Like, you're not gypping your customer either by not waiting. Now, if somebody comes at you with the money excuse, I get it. It is a little pricey, but I do think that system might be on sale with our Black Friday sale. They usually only select a couple of items, but since it's so popular, it could be that one. Would you like to be on my VIP list? Boom, you're done.
Yep,
right?
That's what I was going to say, Kagan, is the people that say they don't have enough money, or the people that haven't ordered in several months. Those are the people you can tell about it now, or the people that just ordered. Those are the only people.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
I just don't want you guys stalling yourself out, or maybe even burning yourself out because you're spinning your wheels constantly, or you're making this huge list for Black Friday, which is great. Go ahead and start doing that. If you've got people that you know will order on Black Friday, start making that list. But like the VIP chat thing, like that's cool. That's a great idea. Definitely utilize it, but make sure that you're not offering to go ahead and buy the products just because Black Friday is coming up. Because not only do we have Black Friday, but then after that we have Cyber Monday, and then after that we have 12 days of Christmas, and then after that there's going to be some New Year's Day special. There's going to be something quite a lot between now and like January 15th. So you need to not get so blind, not so nearsighted onto Black Friday to where
You'll miss out, man. You could have like 3 times the volume if you work your butt off now. So that this will be the biggest month of the year, but do you want it to be just kind of big, or do you want it to be like epically big? Where you're like, what just happened to my customer pod? I went P3 and I was silver. That type of thing can happen if you are focused now and you're like running toward it.
Absolutely. My very first Black Friday, I did 11.5 in volume. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Me and Lauren did at the same time. We earned trips to Nicaragua. So
I remember Lauren was just talking about that. Yeah, you guys, big stuff can happen. Get excited, but be excited now too.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to go ahead and sign off. I love you all. Thank you, Jordan, for jumping on last second with me. I appreciate your insight and your value. You always are so full of spunk and excited to make it. You always fire me up and get me excited to have those conversations too. So
thank you, Jordan. Don't forget we have a power hour that starts in 1 minute.
cool. See you in a minute. Bye.
Bye, guys.